Hi everyone. So, um, I'm making this video because, you know what? I just wanted to do this. Really wanted to talk about this, but before I do, my Nana and I are back on good terms. Thank God. And she and I talked about, you know who, and about things happening, going on in the world, especially right now. Um, uh, I'm trying not to think about it too much. No, 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 no. Like I said in my videos, especially at the end, please stay safe, stay at home, and stay away from protests and segregated areas. Please. It would help. And if you're scared to go outside, that's totally fine. I completely understand. But if you need or have to go outside, just go for a walk for some exercise or something. It can help, I guess. Anyway, to get that out of the way, this topic of today's video is about Sarah Chrisman's wife, Gabriel. If you don't know about Sarah and Gabriel Chrisman, they're the Victorian couple, or more likely a couple living life like people in the Victorian era. A house, living in a Victorian house, wearing Victorian clothing, and having all the Victorian appliances in their house. Especially since they ride bikes and read. And give really, really good information about all things Victorian. And Sarah's a writer, whereas she writes fictional and non-fictional stories about Victorian life. Anyway, so this video is about her husband, Gabriel. Oh, Gabriel, I swear to God, I like this man. I like him. He looks absolutely charming. His wife is also really charming, and they look exactly like Victorian people. I love it. I freaking love it. But in one of the videos, interviews about them, from the Tamron Hall show, one of the people commenting on the video said that Gabriel looks like or reminds them of Henry Emily from Five Nights at Freddy's. Just in case you don't know about Five Nights at Freddy's, it's an indie game horror series created by a man, Scott Coffin, who is also Christian, mostly about animatronics being possessed by ghost children. Yep, that's a thing. And basically inspired by Chuck E. Cheese. Now, when I saw the comment, in my head, I was picturing, especially the fan interpretations of Henry, and I can safely say, I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. I mean, the only similarities to Gabriel and Henry, Gabriel in this picture specifically, um, I'm pretty sure it's just the facial hair, the eyes, and the fact that Gabriel wears similar clothing to, especially people nowadays, where it button shirts, overalls, pants, because that's obviously a thing. Top hats, glasses, and yeah, I can't unsee it. I cannot, for the life of me, unsee it. Just looking at them side by side, I cannot unsee it. And I can already imagine Gabriel as Henry Emily. And due to the fact that Skeet Urshnick is going to be Henry Emily and the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie that's coming to December this year, I thought about the story of surrounding Gabriel Chrisman as Henry Emily. And I was like, Originally, I thought of it as my character with Henry, like them spending time together. Just chilling around, being friends, and weird things happening, but I got more deeper into Henry's life. Almost like his inner thoughts. And Henry Emily and the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Henry has a daughter named Charlotte, who becomes the marionette. And after Charlotte dies, it's implied that, especially in the books, Henry tries to commit suicide. Yep, I am not joking. Henry tries to commit suicide. Okay, what I would imagine Gabriel as Henry Emily, Gabriel would still look the same as he does, wearing his Victorian clothing, and also with the top hat, because I love seeing his look with that top hat. It just looks so fancy and charming. Top hats are cool. Anyway, I would imagine it would mostly start out with Henry with his wife and his daughter. But then, one night, in 1983, William, Henry's best friend, murders Charlotte. And when Henry finds out about his daughter's death, he's absolutely distraught. He heads to her funeral wearing an absolutely stunning funeral ensemble appropriate for a Victorian man. And I just want to say this. An all-black ensemble is more appropriate for a funeral. I'm just saying. Now, Henry's wife divorces him, and Henry's completely alone. Henry also unfriends William because Henry might know that William was the one who killed his daughter. Especially since William Afton, the Purple Man, is an unstable, neglectful, abusive, narcissistic psychopath. and Henry wants nothing to do with him. He also quits Fazbear Entertainment altogether. And he also has thoughts of suicide. He meets a young girl named Jolie, and Jolie would look very similar to Henry's daughter, Charlotte, with brown hair, hazel eyes, and sometimes wearing blue or green. Now, I just want to say that in the original Five Nights at Freddy's 2 minigame involving a child dying and becoming the puppet, which is Charlotte. Charlotte is wearing a blue outfit, not green, blue. She's wearing blue. And Jolie would also wear blue. She mostly wears clothing from the 1970s, even though the story would take place in the early to mid 1980s. Even though Gabriel would still, as Henry, would still wear Victorian clothing. And, well, I already talked about Sarah and Gabriel, you know the rest. Anyway. For Jolie, her story is about the fact that she was a child. When she was a child, she was abused by her father, and one night, a scary night, she ran away when her father tried to attack her upstairs. She ran out the house, and when a woman found her, she called the police, and Jolie's father was arrested. Jolie was put into foster care, and as an adult, she now worked at Fazbear Entertainment, mostly decorating the place. When she met Henry, Jolie developed a bit of a crush on Henry. Don't ask why. But Henry saw Jolie as almost exactly looking like his daughter, and felt like she was more like his daughter than anyone else. Jolie also had some friends who looked exactly like her, one of them being Laura. Jolie likes Henry, and one day, Jolie finds Henry in his house, where he slashed his wrists in the bathtub. She fishes him out, bandages his wrist to not leave him dying, blood leaking out from his cuts. And let's just say, I would imagine she would just run out of the house immediately after laying him down on the bed, not bothering to put him in any clothes. She just leaves him naked, absolutely naked, and vulnerable. And she's absolutely embarrassed. I would either imagine Henry being obsessive with wanting Jolie as sort of being his replacement for his actual daughter Charlotte. Unlike in the Silver Eyes trilogy, where Henry builds a robot replica of his daughter Charlotte to make her alive again. He builds multiple robots of her as a baby, child, teenager, and then an adult, where the adult Charlie becomes the villain in the fourth closet. A sexy Charlie that's wearing a red dress, but who's also circus baby, but also circus baby kills and traps Elizabeth Afton inside her, so Charlie is basically circus baby, but also Elizabeth. It's weird. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video or not. Please stay safe. Bye.